Millions of Gen Zers will exercise their right to vote for the first time. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, youth voter turnout in the presidential elections is on the rise. CBS's Nancy Chen visited a college campus in the battleground state of Pennsylvania to see how the political discourse of 2024 is playing out ahead of Election Day.
At first glance, Penn State students Ryan Klein and Baybars Charkas seem to have a lot in common.
We talk about our lives, our roommates, gossip, what normal friends talk about. Yeah.
I mean, you even dressed alike.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Totally
unintentionally.
That is, until you start talking politics.
I'm the president of the College Republicans.
And I'm the president of the College Democrats.
Here in the battleground state of Pennsylvania, where former President Trump and Vice President Harris are neck and neck, these two college seniors are putting participation over party.
On Penn State's campus, and I imagine many others, there's not a very good relationship between people who are very partisan. We wanted to break that trend.
41 million Gen Zers will be eligible to vote in this year's presidential election, 8 million of them for the very first time. But turnout will be key. In 2022, only about 30% of 18-year-olds registered to vote.
You don't need residency to vote here.
In both presidential elections and midterms, voter turnout among 18 to 24-year-olds has been far below any other age group since the 1960s. But today's youngest voters make up a quarter of the population, enough to tip the scales come November.
It's all about turnout,
says Stacey Rosenberg, who teaches policy at Carnegie Mellon University.
Young people need to remember that it doesn't matter how many social media posts they make or how many protests that they attend. If they don't actually show up to vote, their voice won't be heard.
According to a recent study, 66% of 18 to 24-year-olds associate with the Democratic Party, compared with 34% who align with the GOP. But said issues like jobs, abortion, and education drive them to the polls, not party.
Younger voters often don't feel very positive about the future, and that's just the reality of being an adolescent.
Penn State senior Fee Montany is voting in her first presidential election.
Do you think that politicians understand you and your generation?
Straight up, no. I think we are just so different as a generation, and we know what matters to us, and we're not tying it to just one candidate. We're critiquing a candidate while also appreciating the things that they do.
Let's talk about passion versus politics.
Yeah.
How do you approach both?
I've become kind of like the nonpartisan spokesperson almost, where I just really want everyone to, have their vote.
With the election now just weeks away, Klein and Charkas hope their partnership can set an example from this college campus all the way to Washington, D.C.
Ultimately, is there something that people can learn from your experiences and your friendship?
We're all citizens first, and so I think we need to put that hat on rather than just being a Republican or a Democrat.
Salute.
A new way of thinking for old friends. For Eye on America, Nancy Chen, State College, Pennsylvania.